Good morning, everyone. So I just want to start off with a question first, and has anyone ever experienced cognitive dissonance in their life? Chances are that you have because it's happened with everyone. I know I have. Personally, I deal with cognitive dissonance a lot in my own life, so it's probably something that you guys have experienced also. Today I'm here to inform you of my communication concept curator project, which centers around cognitive dissonance. My name is Amanda Willis, and I chose this topic because it's always interested me ever since I first learned about it, and I deal with it a lot in my own life. I know I experience cognitive dissonance a lot personal life. I have a lot of inconsistent thoughts, and ever since I first learned about cognitive dissonance, I was like, oh, I have that, and I just thought it was really interesting, and it just continues to pique my interest. So I've continued to learn about it. I learned about it last semester, and now I'm just continuing that because I just really think it's quite an interesting topic. So first I'm going to talk about the functions of my site, then I'll talk about successes, failures, and tricks that I've learned from making this website, and the social media and communication functions of the website. And finally, I will talk about my ideas for the future that I have with the website also. So first, I'm going to be discussing the functions of my site. My first function was to inform readers about the theory of cognitive dissonance. I provided posts, videos, screenshots, mediums. All of those are examples for cognitive dissonance, and all of them look at cognitive dissonance a different way. So if you are someone who thinks maybe a little differently, hopefully that you can understand it through one of those posts. And we know that not everyone's the same way, so I made sure that all these posts are be understandable to everyone. Everyone who, if you think a different way, hopefully you can still understand it. The other function of my site would to be to provide a reference. I use cited sources throughout my whole site, so it's not just my own personal opinion on the whole site, which makes my site very reliable. If someone were to come across my site, it's a good source. It's not going to be something that is just opinions. With that said, though, I do provide my own logical opinion on the website. For one of the assignments, I provided a logical opinion, and that is just one thing of many, many just cited sources. So if you don't want to look at the opinion, you don't have to, but the opinion kind of challenges your way of thinking. So the readers, if they want to think about it and maybe they see and it challenges how they think about cognitive dissonance and makes them think about it in a different way, that's really what it's there for. So now that I've talked about the functions of my site, I'm going to talk about the successes, the failures, and the tricks I learned from my site. So one failure that I had starting off was editing the page. I couldn't keep track of the posts when I was editing the page, and I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be making the posts on the same website or on the same tab. I wasn't really sure, so I would consider that a failure at the beginning. But I did find a solution. I did make tabs for each module assignment, so I was able to keep track. So I eventually, that was a trick that I learned. So it was a failure at the beginning, but it turned out pretty good. A success I had was the curation of my content. I would say that the activity log with after on Google Analytics was very valuable. The information that was provided to me was amazing. I didn't think that that much information could come from just this website that I made like at the beginning of the semester. So I thought that was really cool how all that information that I got provided given to me. And specifically the different devices that were used, I thought that was pretty cool. So a trick that I learned was also stated earlier in the speech, to keep my assignments on different tabs, and that really kept me in form, I guess. It kept me very organized. I could keep track of what I was doing so I wouldn't miss an assignment. So lastly, I'm going to discuss some ideas I have for the future. Um, my first idea would be to spend more time on the website. I was kind of in a rush at the beginning of the semester. I wasn't really sure how much time I was going to be able to get to work on all these assignments. So I kind of rushed through making it, and which is like not very good, but it's okay. Um, so I thought if I spent more time on it, maybe I could create a better look. It might be more appealing. I feel like my website is very kind of basic, so I could have spent more time making it more appealing. And ins and outs of the website. I didn't really do a lot of exploring on the website. My second trick would be keep the website simple. I feel like it keeps viewers for longer if it's easier to navigate. So that's what I would say with that. And simple is good. I think simplicity is very appealing in my opinion. So the last thing that I have for the future would be I would use this content curation future media because, like I said before, it provided very valuable information. So this would be really good for like when I'm in a job to know how to do, and now I know how to do it. So in the future, I can keep track like this, and I know how to do all this stuff, and I can use these skills for future jobs. So in conclusion, this website can help explain the cognitive dissonance you all most likely have experienced in your life, because I know I have. So today I informed you about my project and around cognitive dissonance, and we talked about the functions of my site, which was to inform readers and provide a reference, the successes and failures, which led to tricks that I learned, and editing the page, which was editing the page, and ideas for the future would be to spend more time and keep the site simple. So I just want to thank you guys for watching, and if you're still curious about cognitive dissonance, you can go ahead and take a look at my website if you want. Thanks for watching.